Muthana presentation takeaways are vested in three areas. Number 1. U.S. birthright citizenship commands legal exceptions. Despite common misconceptions, just because one is naturally born in the U.S. does not mean one automatically assumes U.S. citizenship. Key caveat is jurisdictional control on U.S. soil. First exception is a child of foreign invaders. That is, if one is an offspring of an invader in the U.S. in times of war, that child does not assume U.S. citizenship, since it is under the legal jurisdiction of the father belonging to another nation engaging in warfare in domestic U.S. and legally uninvited entity. Second exception is a child of foreign diplomats. By international treaty, such diplomats are in service of their respective nations, serving in such governmental capacity in the U.S. as representatives of their nation, thus legally not under U.S. jurisdictional control. And it is this diplomatic jurisdiction that ultimately unraveled Holda Muthana's asserted U.S. birthright citizenship. Number 2. The Geneva Convention is state reciprocity, that is, mutually recognized nation-state diplomatic rights. It is a ratified post-war or post-World War II international treaty among multiple nation-states to bestow predictable liaison rights of one's diplomats serving in host nations, and vice versa, that U.S. government recognize these foreign national diplomats in the U.S. as having the same rights as U.S. diplomats overseas. A treaty is a supreme law of the land on par with U.S. constitutional rights, thus to protect U.S. diplomatic rights and interests overseas as well. It is this mutual reciprocity recognition that further ruled against Holda Muthana asserted U.S. birthright citizenship. Number 3. Foreign diplomats are legally not under U.S. jurisdictional control, since they are here in the U.S. at formal bequest of their government, thus under the guest nation jurisdictional control, and not the host nation of the United States. In the Geneva Convention Treaty framework, these foreign government representatives are granted diplomatic immunity by host nation, and vice versa for U.S. diplomats serving abroad. When diplomat resigns from its post in the host nation, treaty terms grants a reasonable time for the diplomat to egress from this host nation, in essence, still retaining their diplomatic immunity even though they are no longer formal diplomats for their respective nation. Otherwise, they will come under immediate host nation laws and jurisdictional control for any reason.